Hey everybody, welcome back to PlumFiggy Plans. This is Tammy. I hope everyone is doing well and you're excited for November and the start of the winter season. I know that I kind of am. I don't know why. I don't love winter, but I guess I'm excited for a season change. I'm showing you here a flip through of this Enchanted Forest fall themed paper book. I guess I got it from Barnes and Noble. I think it's the brand name is Paper. I got a Christmas one too. So I was planning to just kind of keep this along with my journal for November and use it for background papers and tags, and there's some stickers in there and all the things. And obviously, as you can see on my hand, I had some henna done. This was filmed a while back, a week or two back, and at my job, they did a Diwali celebration, and as part of that, they brought in a henna artist, and we could get our henna done on our hand if we wanted to. So I went ahead and did that because I've never had it done before, and I've always been curious, and it's really cool. So anyway, and I think this was one of the darkest days of my henna there. But as you can see, and I haven't told you yet, I'm going to be going into a different notebook. The one that I've been using is going to be done now. I don't have any room left in it. So this was from that's the one that's no more room left. I'm taking my scratch papers out and going to use those in my intro in the next journal. This one was from the sub box from Archer and Olive from the 2024, was it Christmas sub box? I'm going to say it was Christmas. I can't remember exactly, but it's an 8x8 journal. So this will be the first time I've ever done that size, and I'm actually pretty excited about it. As far as writing that much, I don't know if I'll write that much every day, but I'll definitely enjoy decorating in it, having a little bit of extra room. And as I'm doing the voiceover, I've obviously already decorated my intro and then my November pages. So I can tell you, yes, I am enjoying the larger size already. So just looking through my washi to find something that I can use to on the flap there. I'm making a pocket like I had in the last journal, so that I can keep my extra pieces of papers and things handy. But I do want to tape this down because it's just going to make it easier to work with. And so I'm using this nice wide washi here. It's a little wider than I wanted, so I'm just going to rip it in half. And actually, I really like that look too. It looks really cool that way. So anyway, okay, let me kind of walk you through. I know this has kind of gone a little fast. I have to put it in fast forward, otherwise we would literally be here forever. It takes hours and hours for me to get these journals ready to go. Just the prep time is quite a lot. So I did pull out some pages from that paper book, and I'm also going to use I guess it's the November subscription kit from Sterling Ink. So I just fell in love with both things, and I wanted to see if I could somehow not mesh them together, I guess. I mean, I suppose in one page that there will be, but I wanted to use them next to each other, I guess I'll say. So in the very intro, I'm using the paper book papers and some of the tags that were in there, and some other elements from that to kind of decorate and kind of just do my intro. I really cut down the number of pages. Here you can see I'm roughing up the edges with my scissor because it had that perforated edge, and I really don't like that look. So I prefer the raggedy edge look. So anyway, yeah. Gosh, what was I just saying? Oh, I removed some I removed some of the intro pages from this journal. I found that I wasn't using them like I thought I would in my previous two journals. Like my very first journal I set up in the beginning of the year in January, for January, had all kinds of fun pages at the beginning of the journal, and had all kinds of intentions of using that. And in the end, I actually didn't use it all that much. So it was a lot of fun to set up, but yes, I'm very carefully lining this up here because my stamp block was not large enough for the whole thing to sit on. In here, I'm going to put a quote about winter, and that'll be my intro to the journal, because I feel like I'm going to get November, December of this year, and then January and February of next year out of this journal. And I'm thinking by March, I did count the pages. I'm still going to do a page per day of journaling space. And so that's kind of what it worked out to be. So I'll have this one for about 4 months, which would be through the wintertime. So anyway, yeah, a lot fewer pages in the intro. And I'm finding that I'm going to use my actual planner, my everyday planner. This is my journal, my everyday journal. So documenting kind of what happens for me throughout the day, and pictures and things like that from my life and whatnot, and just a time for me to have some playtime at the end of the day with some stickers and whatnot, and then kind of just write about my day and what happened. And the trackers, as far as I'm still going to do my health, my eating, very, very general eating, health, as in, did I exercise that day? Did I stretch that day? Or did I do any strength training that day? And then sleep. I'm still tracking how many hours of sleep I got the night before, or each night, in this journal. I could do that in my planner, and maybe I might do that in the next year. I'm not sure yet. Problem is, my planner, my everyday planner, is going to end in December, and this one will go through February. So we'll see. Obviously I can change it as the months go on, but as of right now, those were really the only things that I was doing in this journal, or keeping up with, really. As far as a savings tracker and more specific health trackery things, tracker things, and I don't know, lists and things like that, like the last time I did what. Those are kind of things that I would actually prefer to keep in my everyday carry planner, and just have those at the back of the planner or at the front somewhere, before I, start the planner part of it. So as far as 2026 everyday carry planner, I'm still trying to work that out for myself. I haven't 100% decided yet what I want to do, if I want to continue doing the traveler's notebook size, or maybe even a B6 size for that. Anyway, I'm getting into other things that we don't need to worry about right here, because that's not what we're doing right now. But anyway, so I'm kind of thinking about that also during all this time. Obviously, it's planner season, right? So we're all kind of thinking about what we're going to do in the next year, and what that looks like. But anyway, okay, so I've taken some of the blue paper, and then, as you can see, I'm just kind of spacing things out. I've got that really thin paper that is tea-dyed tracing paper, which, if you haven't done that before, you totally should do it. It's really, I love doing that. It's a lot sturdier than you might think it is. This is just part of a doily that I had left over from a different collage. and I thought that was kind of nice to add right there. And so, yeah, these aren't going to be usable or anything. I'm just using them as decoration and gluing them down to kind of give myself a nice winter, November into winter kind of feel. So, yeah, it's funny. This journal is really going to be primarily winter, but I do like having that nod still to, there is still some fall left, as we go into November. And so obviously I'll have a whole month of that kind of look and feel in my journaling. And I apologize, I'm out of frame on this one. My camera is off to the side just enough where sometimes I forget I need to move my book over to the right a little more. But anyway, so on the left side where my pocket's going to be, I'm going to put 2025 and 2026 to document, when this journal is taking place. And I'm not going to do this now, but when this journal is over, I'm going to put the month that I start it in and the month that I end it in. And I suppose I could do this now, but just in case, you know how things can change. I want to make sure I have the same stamp set that I use for that. So it's just going to be easier to do both of those months at the same time, rather than 1 month now and then try and find that same stamp set again 4 months later, which they should all still be in the same place, but you know how things go. Here I'm just measuring to make sure I start my 2026 kind of in the right place so I don't run out of room. I wanted them to be offset just a little bit, just to kind of fill up the space a little bit more. And that is just a paper towel. It's a damp paper towel. I know that's not quite the best thing to use for cleaning your stamps, but it worked. So it was handy. And it's better than not doing anything, which is typically what I would do. So, all right. I think that just about does it for that page. So now let's move on to, I'm going to do a future log in this one. I will do that in both this journal and in my actual planner. And so I'm using this stamp set. I feel like it's from Michael's from like way back in the day. I'm not 100% sure where I got that stamp set, but it's a nice kind of script font. And I've already stamped out, I've got December, January, February, and March. And so here I'm going to use from these the first letter for future and then log. And that's why I didn't obviously stamp out the F and the L for future log. You're probably wondering why I was stamping OG. That's why. So I thought this would be kind of a fun way to go about it. And my ink this month, or doing for this setup, is a really dark blue. So I thought that would look really nice instead of using black or gray or something. So I stamped that on. It's just that scratch sheet piece of. It was a sack, actually, a little paper bag that actually I think was maybe like a cookie bag or something, because the inside of it was slick and plasticky in a way, but thankfully it glues down just fine. I haven't had any issues with it. I'm just about done using it. There's only one small piece left, but it's been a great little thing to use in my setups because it's kind of see-through, but not fully. It's kind of soft and it tears easily, so it looks really nice that way. I like to tear things. I don't always like the fussy cut look or super clean lines and stuff. I do like a more torn look. And yeah, so here I'm just kind of laying that out, trying to see how much room I want to use, and I decided it was just a hair too long, so trim that up on the bottom. There is that tag kind of hanging out. I do like that tag a lot, But in the end, I did not put it on this spread because you'll find out why later. I'm going to use the vellum from the Sterling Ink subscription kit to finish out this spread. But I want to get my calendars backed onto, and then that's perforated because that was the edge of the page where I had torn it out from the book. What was I just saying? I keep interrupting myself. Oh, I wanted to back it with this really pretty navy blue paper. I love these two colors together. They're just really, I feel very winter-like. When I think of winter, honestly, these are the colors that I think of usually. And so I thought they were really perfect. And they're deep and not bright. I do like bright colors, but if you had to ask me if I had to choose, it would be more of these more subdued, deeper, richer colors. And here you can see this, I'm going to pull in some of this vellum, and I don't obviously need the entire spread for just those 4 months. So I decided to go ahead and decorate with the vellum, which is actually really good because it leads me into my November spreads. And so this is kind of a marrying of the two themes, right? So I got my woodland look done at the beginning. And then now we're going to go into this other look using the Sterling Ink subscription kit. And here I do need to do a flap, a tip in. And I was trying to decide if I wanted to use some of that craft paper or not, but I decided it was just another color that I didn't really need to introduce. So I scrapped that and I just used some white dot grid paper. And then now just finishing up putting my calendars onto the blue, and now we'll go ahead and tip that in. Again, just kind of laying it out, trying to decide where I want everything to go. And as I'm doing that, I realize it's just a little too wide. So I'm gonna trim that up just a little bit. And I like that a lot better. Okay, so I'm in retrospect, I don't know if I like how I laid out my months now. I'm laughing because I showed this to my boyfriend. He was looking at it and he's like, "Oh, why did you lay the months out in the way that you did? Because it doesn't make sense." And I was like, "Oh, well, I guess it made sense to me at the time, but yeah, you're right, it doesn't make sense." So what I did was I put December on the front of the flap, and then I'll put January on the left-hand page under future log, and then February at the top of that page, and then March on the other side of the flap. So the right-hand side of where I'm adding the washi tape to now. And actually, I was just looking at it again today because I finished up the rest of the decorating, and I was going back through it, and I was like, yeah, actually, I do like it like that because as you'll see, I have a little bit of extra room on the right-hand side of the spread to add some more if I need it. And I think if I was going to need more room, I would need it for December because there's always all kinds of things going on in December, and maybe not as many things going on or things to need to remember in the other 3 months. So yeah, I put that down just a little too high. So thankfully I picked it up right away, but gosh, this glue, it grabs really fast. So you gotta, it's not that kind of glue where you can pick it up and move around all the time. No, it's once you put it down, it's basically down. So all right, so I've got that all done, and now I just need to measure for the height of my vellum, which I did not do and I should have, but it worked out. So I am using double-sided tape for this vellum, and I'm not using wet glue because you, for whatever reason, cannot see the tape through the vellum, but you can see the wet glue through the tape. Plus, it's wet glue, and vellum is persnickety, as some of our favorite YouTubers would say. It's a persnickety biscuit, right? It likes to wrinkle if it gets wet, so got to avoid that. And yeah, now I'm realizing, duh, I needed to I needed to measure this before I put the tape on. Thankfully, the tape was kind of in the perfect spot. It's ready to be stuck down wherever it is that I decide that I need to stick it down because it's got this tape on there. But this will be a really pretty spread. It's such a beautiful collection. Like, she really outdid herself on this one. If you guys are not familiar with Sterling ink or haven't seen the subscription kit, I highly recommend checking it out. I forget what it's called. It's not the deluxe. It's the next one down. It's the $35 a month one. And I don't know if I'll do it forever. I've gotten two of them now. Two of them? Yeah, two of them. And I'll get it in December because I'm curious to see what she's got coming for December, of course. And maybe I'll pick it up again in the next year. We'll see. But so far, I've absolutely loved everything that I've gotten. And I know I will definitely use it for more than 1 month. There's so much in there that can definitely be used for longer. All right, so here I decided I wanted to add some lines for my note taking, and I was just looking for the right color of Tombow pen that I wanted to use for the setup, and then I'll use this same pen during November for like my health tracker and sleep and all that good stuff. So all right, so that is the intro to my journal. Now we're going to transition into my November setup. And so pretty much it's going to be mostly the Sterling ink subscription kit from this point out. And there you did see a different set of stickers that I recently purchased, the Lien, I think is how you say it. Personal sticker maker. And I'm hearing noises and I don't know what they are. Sorry about that. Those noises were my boyfriend coming home from work. So mystery solved. So yeah, I've just recently bought that Lien sticker maker and cutter. I forget, it's like the Pix Cut 1 or 2. I love it. It's pretty fun. I do foresee some issues with it though, and getting refills. I haven't found a lot of information actually about that, and the toner or ink duration, life of the ink. So I guess I'll find that out. I was able to get it on a pretty good discount on Amazon. So I decided to go ahead and bite the bullet. Even though I really didn't need to spend that extra money right now, I knew I would really use it. And so far, it's been wonderful. If you're on the fence about it, I will say it could become expensive. If you currently use I always want to say dot matrix. It's not dot matrix anymore. That's dating me. An inkjet printer. Those work really well as well for printing off photos. Well, hi, Oliver. He thinks I'm talking to him. I do have one, and I really could use that too. We'll see how it goes. But the fact that I can create my own stickers from my own photos is super handy. and I just really have been using it a lot. It's really been a fun thing, and it does really print good photos. I actually have another little travel photo sticker printer, and I'm not very pleased with the quality of those photos. And that's really one reason why I wanted to get this one. So, yeah, a little bit of a plug for it. Now, we'll see as far as the upkeep and maintenance of it, as far as the price goes. I'll keep you guys filled in on that. But I'm sure you've all seen the videos out there. They're kind of flooding the market of people who got them for free in in re and then they do a video for the company. I'm not one of those. I bought my own with my own money. I will give an honest review, and I will make sure and give updates to it as time goes on. But all right, let's get back to the planner setup. So here is my sleep and health tracker spread. To be honest, I love this 8x8 journal. It's perfect size for getting all of this stuff in on one spread. I mean, I can do it in the A5 size. It's just a bit tight, and there's really no extra room for decorations, but I was able to get some good decorations in there. So again, I want to use these capital letters for my headers, and I went ahead and did my monthly review header as well. So I'm just stamping this out on some tea-dyed paper. So we've got health, sleep, and then monthly review. And so that's what I'm finishing up on. As far as my ink goes, still using that dark blue color, which is really, really pretty. And then I'm going to fussy cut around all of these and and continue on. So sorry, I'm getting distracted by my cat. Okay, so decided to go ahead and use this slate blue color for the background on this page, and I really just kind of wanted it to almost ground the page in a way, and I think it did a really good job of that. In the end, I did put more stickers in this header than I really liked. It got a bit busy. The stickers that I chose were kind of busy too. So I did take off some of them after the fact, and just wanted it to be a little more simple. The capital letters, those are kind of a busy pattern, and then I just was like, oh, the stickers that I chose are another busy pattern, and it was just a lot. So just decided to simplify that up. Simplify. And then in the very middle, I was pasting that it's again that tea dyed tracing paper. Really cool. I love how it just melts into the page, especially when you're putting it on a white paper. It looks really cool. It's kind of like I just tea dyed the middle of the paper there. And it's a great way to just add a little bit of extra interest and I guess junk journal look to what you're doing. So all right, so again, I have this little calendar sticker. It's pretty much got to be used here or it won't be usable because it is for November 2025, and I don't intend to use this in my planner, this sticker collection in my planner for November, so really did need to put it in here. So, and actually, I was using it a lot this last month when I added it to the spread for the October. Yeah, so it worked out pretty well. All right. Oh, and I want to say too, the Leanne, and yeah, these are the stickers that they look pretty, but they're just a little bit too busy for me. But yeah, the Leanne sticker paper, I don't feel like it's overly sticky. I hate to say it. I can very easily peel it up, and after kind of a long time of it being stuck down, I feel like it's a little too easy to peel up. And even now, like, I've been working in this journal for I don't know, about a week now. I've been setting it up, and then it's now November 2nd, I think, and the November quote that I had, the corner is still trying to come up. So that is something that I'm going to keep an eye on. I haven't done stickers other than that one sticker sheet. I've been using the photo paper primarily and just using my own wet glue, that art glitter glue, to paste them down with. So I guess I'll kind of see how that goes too. I have seen some videos of people using a different brand of sticker paper that they can cut down, and it's a little bit more economical, I think, is what it sounds like, and it kind of works. So I might look into doing that too, just depending on how I like the sticker paper. And yeah, if it's a sticker, I don't really want to have to use glue on top of the sticker. I mean, at that point, I might as well just print it off with my printer and print it on actual, I don't know, other sticker paper that's probably cheaper. So yeah, but we'll see about that. All right, so what I'm working on now is this monthly review spread. That was a lot. And so just had those extra pieces of blue paper, and so I just kind of strategically placed them kind of around the page. And then I thought, well, what the heck, let's go ahead and use that little envelope that came with the kit, and found a sticker that perfectly kind of went there. And then on the flap, I'll add the header for the thing that I want to put inside there. And again, using the darker blue for my header background. I really do love how this looks. It's very pretty, I think. So sometimes that script font stamp set can, I don't know, can kind of annoy me in a way. But for whatever reason, it was really working for me this time. So okay, so I decided to go ahead and fill in some more of this white space with more of the tea-dyed tracing paper. And I originally thought I wanted to put it up there across the spread, but I ended up deciding that it just didn't feel right to me. As you can see, I'm really thinking about it for really too long. So I decided to go down in the bottom right corner instead. Yeah, I'm still trying it out there. And yeah, I don't know. So, but it did go down in the bottom right corner, and just, yeah, trying to add another element. No, I did. I put some down up at the top. I also put some at the bottom right corner. And I learned from my mistake on the last spread, and I did not glue directly on my journal, because I got a glob of glue onto the journal, which then smeared and made a little bit of a mess. So yeah, don't do what I do. Do what I learned from what I do. The stamp set that I use for my headers, I just recently picked up from Hobby Lobby. It's a really nice little, there's 2 stamp sets. I think they were like $4.50 a piece, full price. And I don't believe they had the Paper Studio label on them, so you can't get them on the 40% off price, unfortunately. But it's a nice kind of basic, simple and thin line alphabet or font, I guess. So I probably will be using them a lot. I really like them. So here I just thought I needed just, one more little, I guess, element. And so I decided to do some dashed lines around the boxes that had the white background. And that will basically be the background setup. And then I'm going to keep decorating it with a few more stickers. All right, last but not least, I had one bit of vellum piece left, and I thought, well, what a good way to introduce or kind of bookend, I suppose, the setup portion of the month and going into my daily pages. And so I thought, well, let's go ahead and put this down, and that's basically going to be it for the setup. And yeah, so I'm just going to do what I've done the last 2 times, add some double-sided tape and stick it down, and that'll be it for my setup. So hopefully you enjoy coming along with me today and seeing how I set up my new 8x8 journal for the winter. And yeah, I'll have some still shots. Oh yeah, I forgot I needed to get something to put into my envelope, so just measuring and ripping that out, and I'll go ahead and put my writing in there. But yeah, I got some still shots of each of the spreads for you at the end, so I hope you stick around and take a closer look at those. And as always, I will see you all in the next video. Bye guys.